Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right in a relationship, but it still doesn't work out? Maybe you've tried being kind and intact, her space, or just being yourself. Yet somehow you're left feeling confused, frustrated, or even heartbroken. What if I told you that much of what you've been taught about connecting with women isn't the full picture? There's a deeper truth, one that most people don't talk about, and understanding it could change everything. Here's the thing: every woman has a hidden side, a vulnerability, a desire that even she might not fully recognize. And it's not about manipulation or games. It's about understanding the emotional layers that drive attraction and connection. Stick with me, because today we're going to explore something that could shift the way you approach relationships forever. Let's be honest, the modern dating landscape often feels like it's stacked against you. You might have noticed that the men who seem to effortlessly succeed don't necessarily follow the so-called rules. Why? Because they understand something essential. Women aren't wired to think about attraction logically. Their feelings, connections, and desires are deeply emotional, often subconscious. It's not about figuring her out like a puzzle. It's about learning to genuinely connect with what matters most to her. In this discussion, we're not here for cliches or outdated advice. We're going to dive into 10 key emotional triggers that influence women's attraction. These insights aren't about playing tricks or taking shortcuts. They're about creating deeper, more meaningful bonds. When you understand how these emotional cues work, you'll be equipped to build relationships that are not only fulfilling, but also authentic and lasting. So, let's cut through the noise and get real. If you're ready to approach love and connection with more clarity and confidence, drop a comment saying, "I'm ready," and stick with me through the end. You won't want to miss what's coming. Oh, and before we jump in, if this resonates with you, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more no-nonsense advice that works in today's world. And if you believe in what we're doing, joining our channel's membership helps us stay independent and continue bringing you content that truly matters. Let's get started. This might just be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. Let's start with the first weakness of the most overlooked yet powerful traits: consistency. In today's world, where options seem endless, women are surrounded by noise, messages from strangers, compliments from admirers, and dating apps filled with potential matches. But amidst all this, there's one reason many men struggle to connect on a deeper level: inconsistency. It's not just about what you say or promise, it's about following through. Here's the reality: most women have learned, through experience, to guard their hearts. They've seen men start strong, but falter when things become inconvenient or challenging. Whether it's after a few conversations, dates, or even months, inconsistency sends a loud message: I'm not someone you can count on. And trust me, women notice. But here's the good news: a man who is consistent in his actions, words, and intentions immediately stands apart. Consistency isn't just about keeping your promises. It's about embodying a sense of reliability and stability in every area of your life. It's about being a person whose actions align with their words, no matter how small or big the commitment. Start simple. If you tell her you'll call, call. If you say you'll text later, do it. These aren't grand gestures. They're small, steady signals that you're a person she can trust. Consistency isn't about being rigid or predictable. It's about being dependable, someone who shows up even when it's inconvenient. In a world full of unpredictability, being consistent is like being an anchor in a storm. It demonstrates to her that you are not susceptible to changes in the wind and that she can rely on you in trying times. This quality doesn't just apply to romantic relationships. It's a cornerstone of any meaningful connection. As the Stoics teach us, our actions, not our words, define us. Be the man who values his commitments, not for praise or recognition, but because it's the right thing to do. A consistent man radiates calm and confidence, qualities that are irresistibly attractive in an often chaotic world. So, if you want to stand out, start with the basics. Show up, follow through, and let your actions speak louder than words. Consistency isn't just a strategy. It's a way of being that can transform not only your relationships, but your entire life. Let's talk about something we hear often but rarely understand deeply: weakness 2. Confidence. True confidence isn't about being loud, boastful, or trying to impress others. It's about quietly knowing that you are enough, just as you are. This type of confidence is magnetic, not because it's flashy, but because it's genuine. And, in today's world, that's rare. Many men feel the pressure to prove themselves, constantly chasing external validation through their job, looks, or social status. But here's the truth: those things can come and go. Real confidence, the kind that stands the test of time, comes from within. Women are naturally drawn to confident men, but not for the reasons you might think. Confidence isn't just about charisma or charm. It signals emotional security. Women often carry their own worries about how they look, how they're perceived, or whether they're doing enough. When they meet a man who doesn't seek validation from the outside world or need her approval to feel good about himself, it's like a weight is lifted. That man becomes a steady presence in an often chaotic world. Here's the catch: many men mistake confidence for perfection. They think they need to have it all figured out to be attractive, but the opposite is true. Real confidence is about embracing who you are, imperfections and all. It's about saying, this is me, and I'm okay with that. That kind of self-assurance is powerful because it's honest, and honesty is always appealing. If you're looking to build this inner confidence, start small, set achievable goals, and follow through on them. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you reinforce your belief in your own abilities. Over time, these small wins add up, and you'll find yourself becoming less affected by rejection or setbacks. Remember, confidence doesn't mean being flawless. It means being comfortable in your own skin, flaws included. Own your story, stand firm in your values, and watch how others, especially women, respond to your authenticity. Confidence isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about fully embracing who you are. Weakness 3. Emotional intelligence. Now, emotional intelligence isn't about being overly sensitive or trying to act like her therapist. It's about understanding emotions, yours and hers, and responding in a way that shows empathy while staying true to yourself. Women are naturally emotional beings. They experience feelings deeply and want someone who can connect with them on that level. This isn't about being soft or losing your sense of self. It's about showing her that you see and value her emotional world. Here's the key: being emotionally intelligent doesn't mean just hearing her words. It means understanding what's beneath them. For example, if she says, "I'm fine," but her tone or body language tells a different story, an emotionally intelligent man notices that. Instead of ignoring it or brushing it off, he responds in a way that shows he cares, without being overbearing. One of the biggest mistakes men make is either dismissing her emotions or rushing to solve her problems. Most of the time, women don't need a solution. They need to feel heard and understood. When you can listen without judgment, validate her feelings, and simply be present, you build a level of emotional trust that's rare and incredibly powerful. So how do you develop this skill? Start with active listening. When she's speaking, don't interrupt or focus on what you're going to say next. Instead, give her your full attention. Pay attention to her words, tone, and expressions. Ask thoughtful questions that show you're genuinely interested in understanding her perspective. Over time, you'll become more intuitive about what she's feeling, even when she doesn't say it directly. This creates a stronger emotional connection and shows her that you're not just another man who overlooks her emotional needs. Remember, emotional intelligence isn't about giving up your masculinity. It's about balancing strength with understanding. When you can meet her on that emotional level, you'll stand out as someone who's not just a partner, but a person she can deeply trust. Weakness 4. Leadership. Let's be real. Women are naturally drawn to leadership, but being a leader doesn't mean dominating or trying to control her life. True leadership in a relationship is about having a sense of direction, making decisions with confidence, and creating a space where both of you feel secure and valued. Think of a great leader as someone who provides guidance and inspires trust. Women don't want to feel like they're constantly carrying the weight of every decision. They're looking for a partner who can step up, take charge when it matters, and share the journey with them. For instance, instead of asking, "What do you want to do this weekend?" try saying, "I've planned something exciting for us. Be ready at 7. This shows initiative and relieves her of the pressure to make every choice. It's a simple way to demonstrate that you're capable of leading in a way that feels thoughtful and collaborative. Leadership also means standing by your values and principles. Don't be the guy who shifts his opinions just to keep the peace or win approval. Women respect men who have their own beliefs and stick to them, even if that occasionally leads to disagreements. It shows integrity, which is a cornerstone of trust. Remember, leadership in a relationship isn't about control. It's about partnership. It's about taking responsibility, showing initiative, and inspiring confidence in the journey you're building together. When you lead with strength and empathy, you create a bond that's built on mutual respect and trust, making the relationship stronger for both of you. Weakness 5. The power of mystery. Here's a simple reality. What comes too easily is often undervalued. Both men and women are naturally curious, and that curiosity can spark a deep connection when nurtured properly. For men, maintaining a sense of intrigue is key to keeping the relationship vibrant and exciting. If you lay all your cards on the table right away, where's the journey of discovery? A touch of mystery keeps the connection alive, fostering a desire to know more about each other. But let's be clear, being mysterious doesn't mean being deceptive or playing mind games. It's about pacing the flow of your story. Instead of spilling every detail about your life on the first date, focus on genuinely getting to know her. Ask thoughtful questions and listen attentively. When you do share pieces of your life, offer them gradually, creating a sense of anticipation. This approach allows her to explore who you are, step by step, and keeps her invested in the unfolding narrative of your relationship. Mystery also extends to your personal life. Cultivate passions, goals, and hobbies that excite you outside the relationship. When she sees you as a man with a full, dynamic life, it sends a powerful message. You are someone worth chasing, not because you're unavailable, but because you're complete on your own. This balance of connection and independence naturally draws people in, sparking their desire to be part of your world. In essence, a little mystery keeps relationships fresh and engaging. It's not about withholding who you are, but about revealing yourself in a way that invites curiosity and deepens the bond over time. Weakness 6. The charm of humor. If you can make someone laugh, you can open the door to their heart. Humor is a remarkable way to build a deep emotional connection because it creates moments of joy and lightness, especially in a world where stress often takes center stage. Laughter has a unique way of breaking down walls and bringing people closer together. But remember, not all humor is equal. The goal isn't to try too hard or rely on jokes that come at someone else's expense. That can backfire quickly. Instead, embrace a playful and natural approach. Share amusing anecdotes from your life, sprinkle in a bit of witty banter, or engage in light-hearted teasing that feels fun and respectful. When humor comes from an authentic place, it resonates more deeply than rehearsed punchlines ever could. Beyond making her laugh, humor communicates something even more profound. Confidence. A man who can chuckle at his own quirks and navigate awkward situations with ease shows he's comfortable in his skin. That level of self-assurance is magnetic. Women admire someone who doesn't take life or himself too seriously. Even if your humor leans a little goofy or unconventional, let it shine. Those genuine, light-hearted moments are often the ones people remember most. They create a safe, joyful space where connections can flourish and barriers fade away. In the end, laughter isn't just about fun. It's about creating a bond that leaves a lasting impression. So, don't hold back. Your sense of humor might just be the spark that deepens the connection. Weakness 7. The magnetic power of ambition. Ambition has a way of drawing people in. It's like a spark that ignites admiration and respect. Women are naturally attracted to men who have a clear sense of purpose and direction in life. A man with goals and the determination to pursue them stands out because he embodies growth, progress, and a commitment to something greater than himself. Now, picture this. You're on a date, and the topic of your future comes up. If your response is, "I'm just taking it one day at a time," what message does that send? It suggests you're drifting without a destination, and that can be a major turn-off. Women gravitate toward men who are striving for something, no matter how big or small. But here's the thing. Ambition isn't about wealth or having a flashy title. It's about purpose and passion. It could be as grand as building a business or as personal as mastering a craft, volunteering, or pursuing a lifelong dream. What matters is that you're actively working towards something meaningful. Ambition doesn't just inspire admiration, it's contagious. When she sees your dedication and drive, it motivates her to dream bigger and work harder too. It creates a dynamic partnership where both people uplift and encourage each other to grow. So, take the lead in your own life. Set goals that excite you and let your actions show her the depth of your purpose. In doing so, you'll not only capture her interest, but also build a relationship founded on mutual respect, inspiration, and shared growth. Ambition isn't just attractive, it's the foundation for a fulfilling and forward-moving connection. Weakness. 8. Overcoming insecurity. Insecurity is a quiet but powerful force that can undermine even the strongest relationships. It often reveals itself through jealousy, neediness, or constantly seeking reassurance. These behaviors, while rooted in fear, can create distance instead of closeness. Women are naturally attracted to confidence, so when insecurity surfaces, it can feel like a warning sign that something is amiss. For example, questioning her loyalty, worrying about who she's texting, or feeling uneasy about her male friends sends the wrong message. These actions not only indicate a lack of trust in her, but also suggest uncertainty about your own worth. Over time, this can push her away, as no one wants to feel like they're under constant scrutiny. The antidote to insecurity is confidence, genuine confidence. This isn't about putting on a show or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about recognizing your value and feeling secure in who you are, regardless of external factors. If insecurity is something you wrestle with, focus on building yourself up. Invest in your growth, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Develop skills that excite you, spend time with supportive people who uplift you, and take care of your well-being. As you grow more comfortable in your own skin, you'll naturally rely less on external validation. When you radiate confidence and self-assurance, you'll not only feel better about yourself, but also create a relationship dynamic rooted in trust, respect, and mutual admiration. Weakness. 9. The power of communication. Good communication is the cornerstone of any lasting relationship. Yet many men struggle in this area, either by keeping their emotions bottled up or by not truly listening. Poor communication often leads to misunderstandings, frustration, and eventually emotional distance. Imagine this scenario. Something is bothering you in the relationship. Instead of addressing it, you stay silent, hoping she'll magically understand your feelings. Or perhaps you go to the other extreme, becoming overly confrontational. Neither approach works. The sweet spot lies in balanced communication, expressing your thoughts with clarity and respect, while being open to hearing hers. When you speak, aim to share your feelings in a way that invites understanding rather than defensiveness. And when it's her turn to talk, practice active listening. Give her your full attention. Put down your phone, maintain eye contact, and resist the urge to interrupt. Sometimes she doesn't need solutions or advice. She just needs you to listen and validate her feelings. A simple acknowledgement like, "That sounds really tough," can go a long way. To ensure the conversation stays meaningful, ask open-ended questions that encourage her to share more and summarize what she says to show you truly understand. These small yet significant habits demonstrate emotional intelligence and maturity. Strong communication fosters trust and strengthens your bond. It shows her that you're invested in the relationship and capable of navigating challenges as a team. By prioritizing open, respectful dialogue, you create a space where love and connection can flourish. Weakness. Chapter 10. Complacency. Complacency is like a quiet tide that slowly pulls the spark out of a relationship. In the beginning, most men go above and beyond, planning thoughtful dates, giving meaningful compliments, and expressing genuine curiosity about their partner. But as the relationship becomes more comfortable, the effort often fades. Women notice this change, And when the small gestures disappear, it can make her feel undervalued and start to question if she still holds the same importance in your life. Keeping the connection alive doesn't mean you have to orchestrate grand, extravagant gestures. It's the little things done consistently that truly matter. A kind word, a sincere compliment, an occasional surprise, or showing interest in her hobbies and passions can go a long way. Remind her through your actions that she's still as special to you as the day you met, and you'll keep the bond strong and vibrant. Complacency isn't just about the relationship, it's also about you. Never let yourself stop growing. Whether it's advancing in your career, taking care of your physical health, or pursuing personal goals, self-improvement is key. When she sees you striving to better yourself, it reassures her that you're someone who values growth and resilience, a partner who inspires and motivates. Remember, relationships flourish when both people feel seen, appreciated, and inspired to grow together. Avoid complacency by putting in the effort to nurture both your connection and your own development. Thank you for joining us here at the Stoic Spirit. True understanding of relationships comes from respect, wisdom, and a genuine desire to connect. If this resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's aim for 1,000 likes and continue growing together. See you in the next video.